Hello there, Senators, and welcome back to the channel. Anakin Skywalker's appearance in The World Between Worlds at the end of Ahsoka Episode 4 has sparked numerous theories about his identity. It is Anakin, of course, but is he good? Is he bad? In this video, I will summarize all the theories, share my perspective, and explain exactly what I think is happening. Okay, so many fans believe the Anakin Skywalker we see at the end of Episode 4 is evil.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil!
Mainly because we hear Vader's theme at the end of the episode. This alone has caused fans to conclude that Anakin is evil. In fairness, everything from his hairstyle, his robotic arm, and his dark Jedi robes all resemble that of the Darth Vader we see in Revenge of the Sith. But despite the Vader theme playing, which definitely evokes the feeling that something bad is about to happen, I'm not convinced that this version of Anakin is evil. I've also seen many theories that the Anakin we see in The World Between Worlds is actually the son attempting to deceive Ahsoka, who we know has a strong connection with the daughter. Now, this theory is not as far-fetched as some I've seen. The son, according to the Star Wars databank, was an embodiment of the dark side of the Force who dwelled on Mortis during the Clone Wars with his sister, the light sider known as the daughter, and the powerful Force user known as the father, who tried to keep them in balance. Now, the Mortis gods, who are the daughter, representing the light side of the Force, the son representing the dark side of the Force, and the father representing the balance in between, are thought to be celestials who largely predate the formation of the Jedi Order. These beings held a unique connection to the Force and indeed were able to wield the Force in remarkable ways. The son had the ability to transform into different forms, including Shmi Skywalker, Anakin's mother, supporting the idea that the son has the ability to present himself as the Anakin we see in The World Between Worlds. We know the father and the daughter's goal was to prevent the son from leaving Mortis and causing chaos in the galaxy. The daughter and the son were constantly in opposition to each other since they represented two opposing aspects of the Force, selflessness and selfishness. It would make sense then that the son would be ready to continue the struggle now in the ethereal realm of The World Between Worlds, but I'm not convinced. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think is happening here, and it does include the Mortis gods, but not the sun. Before I get into my theory, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my Ahsoka speculation. And if you want to become a true senator, become a member of the channel where you will receive access to all kinds of perks. I am completely convinced that the person at the end of Ahsoka Episode 4 is Anakin Skywalker.
This is where the fun begins.
Not the son, not a Revenge of the Sith Anakin who found his way in The World Between Worlds, not some sinister, evil version of Anakin some are suggesting. It's just Anakin. Plain and simple. However, this Anakin is now part of the Cosmic Force. The reason Anakin looks the same as he does in Revenge of the Sith is because of Ahsoka. In a video explaining The World Between Worlds, Dave Filoni clarifies the reasoning behind what Ezra sees in The World Between Worlds.
Everything is occurring all the time. And Ezra is more in tune with the things that are directly related to him, like when he was on Malachor and saw Ahsoka, like when he saw Kanan die. These things reverberate to him and he understands them more. The other voices he doesn't even understand. He doesn't know those people.
Hello?
You see, Ahsoka, just like Ezra, will be more in tune with the things that matter to her inside The World Between Worlds. The Anakin she knew best looked like the Anakin we see at the end of Episode 4. But I think something else could be going on here. I think the Anakin we see at the end of Episode 4 is a physical representation of the Cosmic Force and all the power it holds. And this takes us back to the Mortis arc. The father, as the Star Wars databank explains, knew his days were numbered. And because of his impending demise, he needed someone to replace him. That someone would be Anakin, who we know was conceived by the Cosmic Force itself.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Who was his father?
There was no father.
Before I explain further, I have to go into a little detail about what I believe was happening on Mortis during the Clone Wars. The father, the daughter, and the son hold a powerful connection to the Force, but they are also believed to be celestials, literally gods of the Star Wars universe. The father, although powerful, knew he would one day meet his demise as he was constantly keeping his daughter and son in check, or rather, maintaining balance. What if the father, who holds a powerful connection to the Cosmic Force, played a role in the conception of Anakin Skywalker? A young, mortal boy who would one day become a Jedi and confirm his role as the Chosen One. Upon his confirmation as the Chosen One by the Father, he would then go on to live the rest of his life, which we know was lived half in the light side of the Force and half in the dark side of the Force, ultimately to be redeemed by his son and join the Cosmic Force, the same Force that played a part in his creation. Anakin fulfilled his purpose and destiny as a mortal being of bringing balance to the Force when he defeated the Sith in Episode 6. Let's just forget about the sequels for a second. And because of this, he could return to the Cosmic Force where he would forever rule over both the living and Cosmic Force, keeping everything in perfect balance. I've heard some agree with this theory and suggest that the Anakin we see at the end of Episode 4 is the Father. But I guess what I'm saying is, although the Father wanted Anakin to take his place on Mortis, this is not the Father. It's just Anakin, a once mortal being who has ascended and taken on the role of his quote-unquote father, which is the Cosmic Force, and will forever be connected to the living Force and the destinies of the characters we know and love. Now that would fully solidify that Anakin was indeed the Chosen One. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe for more Ahsoka and Anakin speculation. I go live on Monday and Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, and I would love for you to join me. For now, this meeting is adjourned. May the Force be with you, always.